Rufalato bokose ile presco velante mohoske felai. Taloda bire. Taloda bire. Rubele farata bina sala koria batabi asalo. Alagaralai. Talo. Aya. 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 Taloda bire. Taloda bire. Inugo.
Good morning. This is Kenny Dedeville with When God and I Talk. Extraordinary. Taluda be rare. Who is like unto you? Who is like unto you, O Lord? Yesterday we talked about the tenacity of Christian women in marriage. We had nearly 300 plus viewers. A lot of you watch me. You don't make comments. You just watch and go. I thank you for even having the time to watch. I speak the word of God as I have known it, as I have demonstrated it, as I have experienced it. The journey is no doubt, it did not say you will not have problems or you will not have situations that will make you question, are you serving God? But it said in Him we have peace. We have peace in Him. In the world we have turbulence, tribulations. So it's better to be in one that gives you peace than to be in the one that has a lot of turbulence, uncertainty, and a lot of things that you can't really vouch for. So the tenacity of Christian men in marriage is rooted in the biblical concept of covenant and modeled after Christ's sacrificial love for the church. This unwavering perseverance empowers husbands to prioritize their wives daily, forgive unconditionally, and fight for the health of their union through both easy and difficult situations. A robust, God-centered marriage requires specific expression of tenacity from a Christian man. Selfless and sacrificial love. Husbands are biblically instructed to love their wives as Christ loved the church and gave Himself up for her. This means putting personal agendas aside to nurture and to cherish. Stubborn commitment. Biblical perseverance relies on a mix of stubborn commitment rather than a shifting emotions. It rejects the idea of divorce as a backup plan, relying on the grace of God to outlast any trial. I am divorced. It took me 4 years for me to get a go-ahead to be divorced. 4 years. In the book I am putting out, the diaries of a retired man cello, I've written some on Facebook some times ago. When I was going through marital counseling class, the Reverend Father in Enugu on Zik Avenue, he told me that marriage is like a chicken and a pig going on a journey, and they saw eggs and bacon. The chicken said, I will lay 1 egg or 2 eggs today. And the pig said, for you to have bacon, you have to kill me. It requires total commitment. That was what stayed with me. So that is the total commitment required of men when we marry. The women are expected to do that. Like we said yesterday, the commitment of women and the perseverance of our mothers. Some of our young ladies, young wives, have that tenacity which they imbibed from their mothers too. And then servant leadership. Tenacity looks like spiritual headship that protects, provides. Yeah, we had a glitch there, the network. And we said tenacity looks like a spiritual headship that protects, provides, and promotes a wife's God-given best. It is characterized by gentleness, honoring her personhood, and avoiding sinful doings. That's what we're supposed to give. We're required to provide leadership, and then to build and maintain this level of endurance. Husbands and wives alike need a strong foundation and community, a support system. When we had my daughter in London in Greenwich Hospital, there was nobody to provide support for us. I had to pay a woman $100 to cook pepper soup for my wife before we moved to Bayswater, a rented apartment where we stayed, because we were visiting London then. We didn't have any place to stay. And spiritual grounding. When couples face discontentment, seeking contentment through Christ ensures that the marriage stays focused on his higher purpose rather than worldly expectations. Community and mentorship, learning how to love and support one another, is accessible at any stage of marriage. To build this, couples can turn to faith ministries and resources, and they have to grow together. Navigate struggles. Even strong Christian marriages encounter trials due to communication gaps, pride, external pressures. Understanding these struggles early, such as reading about why Christian marriages struggle, can equip husbands and wives to proactively protect their unions. You see, self-control and other fruit of the Spirit in Galatians 5:22 of joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control is needed in every marriage. You see, thank God I've been married, even though I've stayed married for 23 years. I think I'm competent to talk about marriage. I'm competent to talk about some of the travails one sees in marriage. The day I made my vows in Mother of Redeemer in Warri, now pidgin English I talk my vows in me, I agree. Now pidgin English I use. Father Ewerido, who married me, said, you see Kenny, they always they travel. I hear say they travel well for business, they find money. Now that same travel, now they use against me, say, I know they stay house. So you must find a means of breaking that seemingly innocuous things that don't have meaning will one day become meaningful in your marriage. And if you're always going away, even though you leave money, but the money won't work and talk for itself. It requires your presence as a man. It requires you to be able to tell the children, don't do this. When a woman takes control of a man's role and a woman's role, it is difficult for her to let go. So you as a man, you must not abrogate your position. You must not stand away and say, go and meet your mother. Go and meet your mother. You are sending the children to the mother, and the woman will occupy. Nature abhors vacuum. She will take it, and when a woman has seen the role and the power, one of my sons, I took him to London to sign for Tottenham, £40,000 a week. He said he wanted a football boot that had a red bottom, was £45. But the one the one with white was 45. The one with red was £110. My son went to the mother and said, "It's the red one I want." She said, "Can you buy it? If you won't use your fund, you have my card on you." I bought it, and he didn't push. They didn't take him. I was trying to instill discipline. So there are certain situations that requires a man to be firm. But it does not require you to be a bully, a wife beater, an assaulter, and then become nonsensical of your role as a husband. When you talk and they don't listen, you wait, and then you pray. Go on your knees. Go on your knees to pray about your marriage, about your wife. I've not seen a stone that you cook that will not get cooked very well if you have patience. There are certain things we as men we take for granted. And this philandering, we go out from 1999 to 2020. I didn't have a sidekick. 22 or 23, I didn't have a sidekick. I don't even know how to toast woman now. I get a problem because I had the Bible. I was preaching the Bible. I would have become a hypocrite if I had mixed it up. There were times they will do pap smear, and I'll ask my wife to go and do pap. She said, "Wait, you they sleep around." It was not an excuse, but doctors don't like to do tests. So I am asking you as a man, look at yourself. Do a self-audit. What are the shortcomings in your life? Is it beating the woman that is the solution? No. And if that woman should cross that hand, it will never be well with you. Show love. Me, I'm not the person when they go nightclub, but sometimes I will go out. Any woman I marry today, I will enjoy because all the mistakes I made, I will remedy them. But you as a man, what makes a man? Because you have something between your legs, you think you're a man. It takes the totality of being able to care for your family, your extended family, your wife's family. Don't overdo the wife's side, though. That's a lesson I will tell you. Don't overdo it. Because the Bible says, let no man be hungry at your gate. It requires for you to look after your own side of the family. Don't give your all away. Do a self-audit. Are you kind? Are you patient? Are you generous? Are you persevering? Are you hot-tempered? If you're hot-tempered, do you get angry easily? The Bible says anger rests in the bosoms of fools, and it makes you look like a city without walls. What do you think you are? Is it to get a woman pregnant? Every idiot that has a dick will get a woman pregnant. But not every idiot can be a father. So to be a father, are you showing examples? Are you leading by examples? Are you at parent-teachers association meeting? Do you go for church meeting? Do you work in church? Are you in a department in the church? The totality of all these things encompasses and makes you a man. On Sunday, the family is going to church, you sleep in bed and say, you don't want to go to church. They should go. If na party, I guilt for that one. I need to go party. I will put money down, make them go. Even the day after we marry, when they get wedding, I will go the church wedding. I will go back home. Me and Joe Okora from Wosu, we will go buy in Kwabi for Zika venue. We will go buy in Kwabi. We will go sit down and watch football. Because I don't like wedding ceremonies then. Only church. And that one God there inside. The other one a man get them. So examine yourself. Ask yourself, are you a man or a brute? Do you beat your wife when she's pregnant? Or I know a man, when he wants to have intercourse with his wife, he will say, come and do your wifely duty. And he will rape her. Are you a rapist in design and in disguise? These are issues that men we should look at. You can insult me, I don't care. It's like water on duck's back. This video is a bit long now. But we must examine our existence as men. Why do our marriages fail? Yes, we can't depend on the women. Not all women are bad. But 80% of men are bad. In Abuja, that I know. One lady said they will suck the air out of you. Why are we so denigrated as men? And you are a husband or a woman. What kind of a husband are you? If you can answer this question, are you Christ-like? Are you loving your wife and family as Christ loved the church? Should the woman submit before you love her? Or when you love her, submission becomes easy? That is the food for thought for you to look at. This is Kenny Deneville on When God and I Talk Extraordinary. I speak my mind. You may like me. You don't like me. You won't.